What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, and from many questions you have asked this question 1,000 times, ladies. You want to know when he pulls away, should you actually wait around, and actually how long? Okay, so before we get into it, if you can, please subscribe. Just click the red button below and the bell notification to let you know that my videos come out right away, and any activity I do online, or on YouTube at least. That'd be a little creepy if it was online. And of course, if you want to check out my guides or have a session with me, the links are in the description. Okay, so should you wait around for a guy who pulls away? I first wanted to discuss what pulling away actually means. Okay, just because the guy showed you a lot of interest in the beginning and he doesn't show you as much interest later on doesn't mean he's pulling away. That's pretty normal. He can still like you just as much. It's just he's taking it for granted, or he feels that I don't want to text as much anymore. He gets boring, or again, he can still love you. He just doesn't. He just doesn't put forth the effort. I would say that's more taking you for granted. I wouldn't say that's pulling away. Pulling away is when a guy is literally losing interest and he's just not caring anymore, and he has a underlying motive for pulling away. Okay, and when a guy first off, let me give you a short answer. In my opinion, I don't think a girl should wait. Okay, and the reason I say that is he's not your boyfriend. If he's pulling away, and if he is, then that's a different story. You need to talk about that. But if you're just dating a guy for several months, I don't care if you're friends with benefits, you've been talking for years, or you've been talking for a couple weeks. I don't care. If you're not his boyfriend and girlfriend, or if you're not boyfriend girlfriend, you're not boyfriend girlfriend. Okay. So if that's the case, if he's pulling away, I always think women should have the mentality of not giving a shit. And again, I'm always playing with my hair now because you can, one, see it over in the damn thing. Two, I'm used to short hair. But I always tell women, if you're not together, you shouldn't be putting all your eggs in one basket. I see a lot of women think, they fear a man pulling away. I think it should be an opportunity to talk to other men, okay, and to fill your lead funnel, if you want to call it that, to fill your lead funnel. When a guy pulls away, there's a reason he's pulling away. He's not interested. Maybe he's trying to test you. Maybe he's trying to he's talking to another woman. Maybe he's just trying to get some space because something's wrong. Maybe there's something with the family. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he just wants space because he feels like you're coming off too strong. Maybe he wants to control the pace through space. Again, there's a lot of reasons why guys pull away. And I feel like if I was a woman, or just a guy in general, and a girl starts to pull away from me, I usually, like I always say, it's not even about waiting around. Reach out. If he pulls away for 3 or 4 days, reach out and say something. Hey, what's up? What's going on? How, or one of the texts I send, or one of the texts I would probably send would be one I say in my Manology guide. I'm also making texting guides right over there. I'm making a texting guide which is going to tell you in depth all this stuff. So make sure to check that out when it comes out. However, a lot of the time, I always tell women what you need to do is step one. If he doesn't reach out to you in a couple days, right, then you need to reach out to him. If he makes a bullshit excuse. See, here's the thing. When women, actually, let me back up a little bit. When women say, should I wait around? What you're really asking is, you're trying to find where you stand. You're trying to find where this is going. You're trying to find what you mean to him. You need context, right? So when you say wait around, you're actually trying to figure out where you're standing in this guy's life. And I always tell women never to pull away until you actually know where you stand. And so that's why I always have the rule of thumb where you reach out 2 different times. The first time you reach out after 3 or 4 days, if he makes an excuse, okay, if he makes an excuse or doesn't counter offer you a date or something like that, then you say, cool, that's fine, just let me know when you're free again, or something like that. And then I'd say wait another 4 or 5 days and reach out again. And if he makes another bullshit excuse, then you know where you stand. You shouldn't wait. But in those 3, 4, that gap of 3 or 4 days in the beginning, then that other gap of 4 or 5 days, so that 9-day gap between those 2 dates, or asking him out twice, you should be looking for other men. You should be talking to other men. You should not be waiting around for this guy. Okay? You should not be waiting around for this guy. Not worth it. Especially if he's treating you that way. So if he pulls away, you should, again, if you're not together, I don't care how exclusive you guys are. I don't care what he tells you. I don't care that you only been talking to each other for this. I don't give a rat's hairy ass. If you're not together, go talk to the other guys. If he doesn't like it, tell him to commit. That's it. That's all it really is. Tell his ass to commit, step up, nut up, grow some cojones, and commit. If he doesn't, then you say, well, I'm not yours. I want to go talk to other guys. But of course, no one will say that because you all don't have backbones. You're afraid of a guy. You're afraid of telling a guy these kind of things and him pulling away even more or losing interest altogether. Again, if that's the case, then I'm telling you, he wasn't interested to begin with. Ladies, it's really as simple as that. It really is. So if you want my answer, don't wait around. Go off and talk to other guys. If you, of course, in the beginning, you got to find out where you stand. So I would reach out 2 different times. And if he makes excuses both times, he's not interested. Go do your thing, okay? With that being said, ladies, I love you. Take care and peace.